Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the YouTube Saints, your nice guy headquarters for our dank dark tunnel of YouTube. I am Jeff Holiday, and with me as always is my partner in crime, my heterosexual life mate, my other waifu, Nick, aka the Wizard Cause. What's going on, man?
Hey, buddy, I thought you were going to go with some sort of, like, the only show where we only draw dicks on paper as opposed to in the sky.
That's good,
only
too.
because we can't afford planes yet. This is why we need a Patreon, Jeff. I keep telling you, we got to get a Patreon so we can get a plane and a boat, but...
Never, no Patreon. No Patreon. We're
So
whores for
welcome,
tips,
everyone.
man.
Yeah, we're whores for tips. We're whores for tips. So make them tips worthwhile. Just the tip. Just the tip.
Just tip.
Nothing else in this life means anything, and we all know that to be the case. So, hey, how's it going, everybody? A little bit of healthy dose of nihilism for you. As you can tell, we are your YouTube Saints, and we are here in our full regalia with Jeff, just wearing every ounce of every fuck that he has to give on his shirt, and as you can tell, it's nice and clean, nicely done, Jeff.
It's clean-ish. Oh my god.
Yep.
Fucking cat
and
hair.
you guys might also notice that I'm lacking the backdrop, and I'll give you. There's a very good reason for that. It's because I'm lazy.
Well, I mean, it's kind of my fault too. I disappeared for like 3 days. I was gone, just gone.
And I'll tell you the truth too. When Jeff Holiday is lost for 3 days, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Same when you go missing, I kind of like lose all direction too. It's really weird.
Exactly. See, that's just the nature of being the power bottom to the YouTube saints, isn't it? Electric Nuke. I see you in the chat there, buddy.
Ooh,
I see you.
ooh, God. We need to put a link to that actually in the description.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
actually,
do that.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna put a link to Electric Nuke made a brilliant video highlighting how I am apparently both Paul Joseph Watson and Johnny Depp at the same time. I wish I had their money, but it was a pretty good hit piece. It wasn't too bad. I see we got Jetty Lead there and the usual rabble rousers. Freak Press Keck stands here, of course. Bass Mama, Electric Nuke is in there, and oh boy, oh my God, Beardbarian's here. Wow, it's almost like he's trying to be part of the show or something.
Yeah, let me put this in here. Oh, you know what? It's so funny too. Like we just went live. We just lost monetization.
They know who our guest is. And they're surprised. They're like, he's usually such a nice guy. I'd never expect that he'd hang out with these kind of people.
I know. You're falling from grace there, Beardbarian. You're associating with known YouTube KKK Grand Wizards here.
Yeah, you got to be careful there, Beardbarian, because someone gonna steal your loaf, son. You know?
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right.
So, you want to get into some news? Here's the thing. A little announcement, too, I think is worth making note of. Now, here on the new YouTube Saints, we do cover the news. We are a respectable news organization. We are possibly like one of the few respectable new media outlets out there. We're not coming to you with fake news, but we're also not going to come to you with some bullshit news about, oh, Trump said this and that, or North Korea did this and that anymore, because that's not what you tune in for.
No.
So instead, we got some fun shit. And from now on, I'm hoping, and I think Jeff will agree, it'd probably be best if we cover the news that goes underreported, the really important fucking stories, the things that really affect lives.
At least
really
until the next mass shooting.
Yeah, I mean, until the next mass shooting. But in the meantime, I mean, do you want to just jump into this story here? Because this one is one I think it's fucking ground shaking, even though it's coming from the sky.
Let's do it. We've got penis in the sky. U.S. Navy pilots grounded over obscene stunt. Navy not amused after electronic warfare plane created sky writings in the shape of male genitals over Washington state. An air crew who used their U.S. Navy warplane to draw a penis in the sky above the town of Okanagan, Washington this week. Washington this week have been grounded. The U.S. Navy said, I have to disagree with them though on that decision. Why ground them? This is beautiful artwork.
Honestly, well, I mean, if you see a giant cock in the sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, first you're like, oh my God, someone drew a gigantic penis in the sky. Okay, fair enough.
Clutch the
when you think, yeah, but if you want any proof that Navy pilots are better than Air Force pilots, let's consider this. This guy was sitting literally at the tip of the pen while he was drawing this in the sky. He had to figure out all of his angles, his speed, his burn, all of that while he was doing this. Now, granted, that with a little infinity symbol, which is, let's be honest, what testicles represent, the infinity of the universe.
That's right.
But it's a brilliantly drawn cock. I mean, especially for a man who's flying at hundreds of miles an hour in a multi-million-dollar war machine, who's really just at this point bored because he's been told time and time again to wait to land. So,
I find this a very flattering and humbling expression for International Men's Day, so I'm
absolutely
into it. Yeah,
and I'll say this much too. I mean, assuming this is a self-portrait, it was very bold of him. Naturally, he's going to amplify the size of his penis, but he really was like, he's like completely okay just having little chiclet nuts at the bottom of it. He's like, I'm not trying to fucking impress anybody here. I'm flying a Navy fighter jet. I am already impressive.
He's proud with what he got, and some people in the chat are rightfully saying that it is uncircumcised as well. That's very astute. Very
real quick. Yeah, real quick. Prince of Queens is saying in the chat, it won't let you send a super chat. Well, Prince of Queens and everybody else listening, let me just remind you too that we don't solely accept tips through super chat. In fact, now we also work along with Streamlabs, which is a link you'll find down below, and that's a really nice way to throw the YouTube saints some money to tell Google that you can keep demonetizing our videos before they're even finished or posted. But we're not going to stop trying to do this for a living.
Yeah, because Google takes 30% of your motherfucking money.
Yep, so that they
Streamlabs
can pay
don't.
more. Yeah, Google takes that 30% so that they can fund the salaries of the people who will decide that channels like ours need to be demonetized on site.
That's right.
So you can do your civic duty. If if you're a little on the lefty side of something, just call your best friend comrade and say you're sticking it to the corporate man by donating directly to the YouTube Saints using Streamlabs, and we will love you for as long as we remember that you did that.
Or as long as we can keep it up.
Yeah, so do we have anything to go over in that sense?
Yeah, actually we do. We totally do. Let's move over to the super chats first. Emma Quay, I prefer to praise a format with punctuality. Ouch. Sorry, we were like 3 minutes late today. Apologies. The format already beat us, you know, with the...
Sorry, no, wait, that's been part of the format since the beginning, is us being
Actually,
late.
we are usually on time. We're actually on time within like 30 seconds.
Well,
we've
we're
gotten
gonna
really
have
good at that.
to do something about that then, aren't we?
Sure. Alex Blackfoot says, I do not know enough languages to relay my sheer hate of Les Miserables. Somebody fucking go back in time and prevent it from being made. K, thanks, bye. I, too, do not like that fucking movie. I mean, I assume you're talking about the movie, not like the classic play from the Shakespeare, yeah? Les Miserables Shakespeare.
Is this all about just Russell Crowe's terrible singing?
That would probably be a very big part of it, to be honest, because it was bad.
It was really bad. I kind of felt everybody else made up for it, though. Even Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah. Huh.
I enjoyed it. I mean, then again, I was like, see, I didn't watch this. I mean, I don't know. Most guys I've talked to who watched this movie ended up having to watch it with their girlfriends, right?
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, with me, it was like watching it with two of my actor buddies while we were fucking hammered, just smoking weed. And then after the movie was over, we decided to go out to the bar. So I decided that I would just sing all of my recommendations to my really drunk friend who was kind of on the border of a freak out. I'm like, come Sean, let's go to the pub and get drunk. Stop doing that. Why would you have me stop singing, Sean? We just watched Les Miserables. And we don't talk anymore.
That's I would I would do something similar too. Like, we can't hang out anymore. Sorete Kuchi, in other words, of Salvia Eric, it's a rocket ship, that's right. Avalyn Lund Goldstein, the pilot made a grand gesture to honor Harambe. It's true. Harambe.
That's true. I never saw a formal military dicks out salute for the one reason we have to thank that we're all still here.
That's right. That's right.
He did die for our sins. You cannot forget. This is actually Year of Our Lord 1 A after ape. Yes, after the ape died.
After ape. I like that, actually. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Breadmaster PBJ over on Streamlabs says, when I saw the giant dick in the sky, all I could do is sing It's a Penis in the Sky to the sing of Spirit in the Sky. Ooh. Looking up to the penis in the sky. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
It's what I'm gonna blow when I die.
Yeah, there you go. Sergeant Buck said, I told you the chemtrails are turning the pilots gay. Yep, it's true.
When I die and I grow me some breasts, I'm gonna get fucked by Scotty. That's the best. There we go. I got the whole thing.
Not bad. Yeah. Doc, earrings in both ears is the worst. 150% chance of homosexuality. This has been your Islamic TV quote for this edition of the Sunday Saints. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Love Islamic TV quotes. They're the best.
Ooh, brilliant.
We gotta make that into a segment. It's so good.
Yeah, it just, you know what, we ought to just give him like a special, like, bright yellow ticker line that'll come through. You could just suggest it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. We got technology around here. We can do things.
Padawan to the YouTube Saints. Dr. Squigum says, quick question, what is worse, a robust feminist argument or Nick's acting career? Ooh! Ooh! Yes.
Are you talking about the career or the acting? Because the career was terrible. I'd like to think the acting was moderately acceptable.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
P.S. Beardbarian is a nice lady. PPS, Trampistan for the lesser saints of Discord. Yeah, no. Wonder Why says, made it for the sick intro music and news of the sky soiled with a conceptual penis made manifest, but I can't stay for long. Enjoy the shekels, so I look forward to catching you all in the reruns. Right on. You have a good one, Wonder Why. Good to see you.
Yes, thank you much, man.
Right. What's our second news story?
Well, this next one is legit just fun, and I mean, every so often I find it helpful to just just drum up some kind of reminder that we are all doomed.
Right.
So you guys, goddamn, oh, I forgot if I'm too many fucking videos playing at once. All right, it's gone.
We good?
It's better now. It's better.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys might remember Boston Robotics recently made it wasn't Osmo, it was some robot who could pick up boxes and walk around. And then they made a nightmare horse, basically a horse with no head that ran around of its own accord.
Totally not disturbing.
About that.
No.
Yeah. Well, their boy, Mr. They designed him initially just to put boxes on shelves because nobody wants that job anymore. Well, now they taught him to do a proper backflip. Like a proper ninja robot fucking backflip.
No
We're
shit.
all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Watch this robot. Nail a backflip and ensure humanity's eventual down. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see it. If it'll load. Load. Son of a bitch. There we go. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. See, at first I was like, you know what? That is how could that mean the signaling like the death of humans or anything like that? But like actually a robot that could do fucking American Ninja Warrior, that's a problem. That is actually legitimately a problem.
See, look, here's the thing: is they're all saying like, "Oh, we're training him to carry boxes. That's why he's got these round hands." And it's like, well, why is there a sword hilt and pistol-shaped groove in that hand? Oh, that's just so we can give him attachments. Like what? Well, like swords and pistols.
Yeah.
How do we teach him to backflip? Honestly, I mean, you guys have been watching us make this robot for well over a year now. Where did you really think this was going?
This is doom, man. This is doom.
Yeah, we're all doomed. Now, if you need any further proof of the fact that we're all doomed, now keep in mind this comes from the Boston Robotics Company. Now, if any of you have ever been to Boston, you know most of the people who have careers there, but stay there, hate everyone else. This robot has been designed explicitly to kill your offspring. That's where I'm coming to now. The backflip is just a flourish so that they don't see it coming.
That's what they do after they kill your offspring. Like, you're like, oh my god, my daughter! Wow, that's a cool backflip.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I kind of wish you hadn't done the first thing, but I got to say I'm impressed. That was a pretty good backflip.
Yeah.
Like wondering, all right, when is it going to kill me? Oh, no, they programmed this robot only to take that which I love from me, not my life. Wow,
looks like it's almost twerking after it lands, just like does that shake, like do.
Well, it's there has been a joke I've been pouring over though, because when it comes to robots doing like ninja assassin shit, okay, that's one thing. Some people are upset now because restaurants are moving over to like robotic sandwich makers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be surprised about the fact that we have robotic sandwich makers. Realize that we already have female sex bots. The evolution was inevitable.
That's true. That is true.
Man wants what a man wants.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Actually, now that I put it that way, I think a backflipping ninja robot assassin is something I've always wanted to.
That may or may not be something that I have fantasized about exclusively for many years. Yes.
So actually, you know what? I'm glad we went over this news item here because, like, at first when I found it, I was feeling a little weird about it. But now that I've compared it to sex bots and the fact that, like, at some point my Wendy's triple bacon cheeseburgers are gonna be put together by a soulless robot who doesn't have 4 kids and no teeth, it's I'm actually feeling a little bit better about this now. I'm like, yeah, maybe robots can do everything better, including backflipping and murdering strangers.
I can't do a backflip.
I can't do a backflip. I mean, the best thing I can do when it comes to like ninja assassinating people is just running up and stabbing them with whatever pen I happen to have, and even then it's like all messy and awkward because the city's like, not again, and yeah. It's like you're gonna have to start writing your books with crayons at the park, Mr. Goroff. You're gonna keep stabbing homeless people. Now, fortunately, this one had a Massachusetts license, so we're not gonna do anything this time. But if you keep this up, well, I don't know. We'll need to call Osmo out on you.
Too good. All right, so let's see. We'll get to this the Streamlabs and super chats after this after the next news story. So let's see. What is our next one? This
one
is. Oh Christ! All right, here we go. Sausage roll Jesus creates heartburn for UK bakery firm. What the fuck word salad is that? Sausage. Okay. Sausage roll Jesus creates heartburn for UK bakery firm.
Dan Bilevsky probably thought it was really clever, and I could see why. But
I just don't even understand.
In London, a British bakery chain has apologized after creating a nativity scene in which the baby Jesus, surrounded by the three wise men, was replaced by a sausage roll. I've not opened the link yet, Jeffrey. It's wonderful.
I'm looking. I'm okay. I'll scroll down. There we go. There we go. All right.
Look at that fucking circumcised Jewish hot pocket sitting on that goddamn table, like that fucking. There's not even a manger right there. It's like they just put him up on a fucking like a saw table real quick. Like, we've come all the way. Add the frankincense and myrrh because otherwise you taste the MSG.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, this was their PR shot. And now listen, as a Jew, which Jesus was, and as a devout Christian, which everyone knows I am, I gotta say this picture makes me very hungry.
It does actually make me pretty hungry too. Holy shit! That reminds me of like the wiener wraps that I would eat in elementary school. It was always my favorite day for lunch day was when we'd have the wiener wraps.
Oh yeah, back in the day when like back in the day when adults could shovel you terrible food and you'd be so excited because it tasted better than the other terrible food.
It's better than what my mom made. Jesus Christ.
No, it's just. I mean, honestly, dude. I mean, acorn salads. You know, who can eat those?
I eat spaghetti 3 times a week. Like, mom. Like, I get.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait a second. No, she was just trying to prep you for the life of like of a proper hood, the kind of guy who just in front, all he's got is his microphone, his audience, and his honest words, and he needs that memory of mom's spaghetti.
That's right, because his arms are weak, palms are sweaty.
Yeah, but no sooner had the image of the sausage roll savior been published than consumers of all faiths took to Twitter to express moral indignation and more than a few snickers. Did somebody replace Jesus with a Snickers bar?
That would be great.
Yeah, baby Jesus crying in the crib. Jesus, you're a little upset when you're newborn. Here, have a Snickers. One woman observes that Jesus was Jewish and that pork was not kosher. Out of interest, oh yeah, okay. Out of interest, do you think that the people at Greg's understand that Jesus is Jewish and serving a pork sausage roll in the manger is unbelievably appropriate? The woman identifying herself as a Beth Rosenberg wrote on Twitter. Beth Rosenberg, she's got one of those like frequent flyer punch cards at the rhinoplasty shop.
Oh,
that's
Jesus
kind of Beth
Christ.
Rosenberg we're talking about. Now, just real quick.
We're not getting the monetization back now.
Okay, fuck them in their dumb fucking asses. Every last one of them. Let's actually I want to just go back though. A really fucking funny thing about the Navy Dick Doodle in the sky. And by the way, if you refer to it as anything other than the Navy Dick Doodle at this point, you're not respecting the craftsmanship that went into that flying.
I agree.
But one of the things that I love though is that one of the upset, hand waving, couch feigning fuckers out there was apparently some oh yeah, here we go, yeah. Not amused, blah 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 blah. Where the fuck? Grounded, Navy apologizes, we will investigate. Oh, did they really Oh, they really did. Yeah, the first time I saw this article, there was actually a quote from an unidentified area mother who had said that she didn't feel that it was appropriate in any way, and she felt it was very offensive because it could cause her child to ask questions about the male genitalia that she's not ready to answer. It's like, bitch, if you're not ready to tell your son or daughter what the fuck a hard cock is because they see one in the sky, it's not the fucking Navy's problem.
Just say it's a rocket ship, like Xavier says. Just say it's a rocket ship.
It's just a fucking rocket ship. In fact, like those little like lines coming out at the end, going all over the place and causing havoc for everyone in the vicinity. Yeah, those are laser beams. That's fine. But right here, this is the thing I love is whenever I see like offended Jewish people, now, I think to myself like, do I have to be that one Jew who's like, not all?
Yeah. Actually, you do.
Yeah, because this thing, like this picture, this image, it makes me, I am conflicted. There's a lot of strong emotions here. On the one hand, I look at this and I think to myself, okay, so you're going to take a pork product, put it into a religious thing where a Jew baby is supposed to be, and then show me that the very tip of this little shaft is cut off and not remind me that I'm missing parts of my penis now. Okay,
thanks.
That's one. Then the other side, too, which is even more conflicting, is once I get past that, I find myself salivating because I'm kind of hungry and I want a sausage roll all of a sudden, but I don't have one. So now all I'm thinking about is the food I don't have and the cock I don't have. And what the fuck? You know what? You fuck you, Gregs. That's it. You know what? Fuck Britain. Fucking shut them down. I want them replaced with a goddamn halal kebab shop by the end of the week. I
just think they should market them as Jesus dicks. I'd buy them.
I just wonder. I have to wonder what would happen if actually, if our good friend Count Dankula opened himself up a food truck and started selling Jesus rolls. Wonder how- It's like that has to happen after the trial. He'll be acquitted, and then he'll do that, and the police just roll up and be like, "You're really pushing it, boy, aren't you?" Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't get me last time. I figured I might as well stay on it like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Oh my god. Fucking love Dankula. What the fuck? Alright. So let's see. We've got over in Streamlabs. Holy shit. Lots of love. Let's see. Crab90 says, maybe God just decided to literally fuck the world. Oh, because of the sky dick. I could see.
Oh, sorry. I was still thinking about the sausage roll. It's like, well, time to send the savior and my son down again. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send a pork faggot down. Ah!
Alex Blackfoot says, yes, I'm talking about the movie. I don't care so much about the play musical itself, but for fuck's sake, someone release me from this torment. I guess he is watching Russell Crowe sing. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph Balavance, witness me.
Anytime you have to watch that movie, just replace Russell Crowe's singing with a Shakira video. You'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Streamlabs. And we're reloaded. Okay, Prince of Queens. I made the penis sky painting because I'm bored while I cannot upload videos. You made a penis sky painting? Ooh, you should send it to us. I want to see it. Tweet it at me.
Oh, well, goddamn.
LF Panda says, all hail Blue Whale. All hail Blue Whale. Guido St. Clair. Soon the Wendy's food bots will be the sex bots, and they'll deliver your food to the counter doing backflips. Nice. I hope so.
Yeah, but what? No, I don't know. Those Wendy's burgers, they stack a lot of shit on top of them, right? I don't want like because of a bunch of fancy backflips. All of a sudden, like my tomato is under the lettuce where it doesn't belong.
True. I really like Wendy's.
I just want these Wendy's bots to stick to serving me sandwiches and getting me to nut. That's it.
If I could have a sex bot delivering itself and some JBCBs, I'd be pretty stoked. That'd be pretty great.
I don't give a fuck about backflips. I'd see that as a waste of time from it getting out of the automated Uber.
Yeah.
That's the future. It's going to be nothing but bachelors ordering Wendy's that are going to be dropped off by self-driving Ubers that will be delivered by sex bots.
Here is your... I can't even
I say that like it's a bad thing, and then I think about it now. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Here are your JBCBs and sweet pussy, master. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, good shit.
But what'll happen is they'll all end up having the voice of Galactic Bubble.
Oh, ooh,
like,
boner intensifies.
You show up to the door rock hard and just hungry as fuck. It's like, here are your JBCBs and my wet pussy.
Yeah.
Can I the sandwiches first?
By the way, everybody go check out Galactic Bubble Productions.
Yeah, he's a robot who makes sandwiches and fucks Europeans.
Collinshoe67, I can't think of anything to say, so here, take my money. Okay. Agent Strawman, the robots will soon be making our Junior Bacon Peacemakers. All hail the robot overloads. Yeah, there you go. I like that.
My favorite title ever.
That was a good one.
Junior Bacon Peacemakers.
That was a pretty good one. We've had some great titles. I like it when people they'll ask me on some of the really strange ones, like what is that supposed to mean? And I'm like, I don't know. It's so you remember them. That's why. Or like you're like looking through and you're like, maybe I'll watch the Saints tonight. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck are they going to talk about tonight? What the shit is that?
Yeah, 400. You guys are like the hardcores who show up every week. So here's a little bit of background information now. When you look at a title and it seems like it's maybe a jab at somebody or it's really pointed, that's me. When you see a title that's just fun, when you see a title that's straight up fun and it gives you the impression that it's going to be a good show, which mine typically don't, that's usually Jeff.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. Okay, I misunderstood. Prince of Queens was mostly just trying to very slyly mention on air that he can't upload videos. Well, Prince of Queens, great YouTuber, by the way. Check him out. He did get a bullshit strike, and he can't upload right now. We're trying to work with some of the people that we do know who do work with YouTube. Try and get him free, but free Prince of Queens is a great fucking guy. Doesn't deserve that bullshit. We love you, buddy. We love you. So, absolutely. Sorry that's happening.
We will throw all of the useless weight we have behind this cause.
All right, sweet. Let's get
like an Occupy protest. We'll show up and we'll make everyone know that we believe a thing, and then we'll leave a mess in our wake.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe we'll try some Antifa and they'll kick over some Nazi trash cans. It'd be amazing.
Amazing. Oh my god.
Okay, let's get Beardy. I heard this guy's a really nice guy. He's a nice guy.
I heard he's a really nice guy myself too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he holds a record for duffel bag throwing.
Duffel bag throwing, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the YouTube Saints. It's the Beardbarian.
Good day, gentlemen. How the fuck are we doing tonight?
Oof. Rough, but still vaguely erect.
That sounds like every night, Pinky.
Yeah, that actually pretty much is me every single fucking night. Holy shit. How are you?
Also a little bit sauced and slightly erect. It's been a very productive day.
Excellent.
I've been working very hard to forget how embarrassed I am of myself, and so far it's going well.
Excellent.
I must imagine that over the past week, since what was it, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that I sent you the invite asking you to be on Saints, you must have been just chomping at the bit the whole time.
No, I've been chronically masturbating and actually lost track of time.
Well,
time flies when you're having fun, right?
The subtle
like dicks in the sky or masturbating for days on end.
Sorry, was that a euphemism for your videos, sir?
The subtle in-joke in that one too is that we were so discombobulated today with setting up the show that we did not, in fact, give Beardy a whole lot of time to prepare. We were just like, "Hey, you're on."
So before we even get,
I was in the middle of streaming with other people when I got the message.
Fuck those people though.
And so so before we even introduce them, I just want to set this up so you guys don't get too disappointed. But the undersubbed of the week really was just an afterthought on Beardy's part.
It was last minute, but I had to think of what actually entertains me. There's a lot of dumb shit on the fucking internet. What actually entertains me?
Sir, I will not have you. I will not have you speaking ill of the intellectual caliber of the entertainment content you can find on these brilliant interwebs.
They're
You
not
can
gonna.
find me on these interwebs. I will bash them all the fuck I want.
I'm allowed on here. No one else is allowed to be
Yeah,
remotely
if
intelligent.
I've made it on, then the bar has obviously been set fucking low.
Sort of
And
like
that's-
when you get into the nightclub and then you see that angry 500-pound Asian guy trying to slip pills into girls' drinks and you realize they let us both in here.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
This was a wonderful idea. A wonderful idea.
I'm
already spicy.
getting that feeling. I'm already getting that feeling. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came with your fucking tiki cup and your what is it?
Hey, no, this is the golden chalice of me fucking your mother. I'll never guess how I earned
That's
it.
all you got? Literally?
Well, it's all that I got to
You
take
should have
home,
just signed.
but
You
the
should have
test
just.
came back negative.
Yeah, but you should have just signed up for a timeshare like everybody else.
No, thanks. I'm not one to temporarily rent other women's children. It's not how I roll. I'm okay with neglecting the timeshare, with just saying fuck it and living in my apartment and leaving bitches and their kids where they live. I'm fine.
Honestly, like I barely have enough time to neglect my own children, let alone
Exactly. I got fucking generations stacked here, man. I've been married 74 fucking times. Do you know how much alimony I have to deal with? Fuck.
That's a lot of skins.
I was just about to say that. Fuck.
It's not even like new marriages. I gotta pay for generations back at this point in time since I started recording this shit. I've run away on entire fucking bloodlines.
You know, now Jeff, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think this man needs to be a special guest on Honey Badger Radio at this point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've got a whole different thing about going my own way.
You want to know about divorce law? Let me tell you about 700 years of boat and divorce law. Do you have any idea how many boats I've had to give up?
That's why I don't sail anymore. I sit on an island. I'm on a fucking island because I have no boats. Because I constantly have to surrender them for alimony payments.
That's the divorce.
I'm not going anywhere, and it's all because of this shit.
That's gonna be your second channel soon. It's gonna be the divorced barbarian.
Keep having to give up your boats? Are you a French barbarian? What the fuck is that?
No, but I did once again on an island, and there's a diverse and gorgeous fishing community here. And unfortunately, I also like sticking my dick in the South, where there's a prominent shrimping industry. And between the two, I can't manage a fucking rowboat for like a week.
I can honestly just picture a second channel, the divorced barbarian, sitting in the woods. You got a sharpened stone, but no handle. It's like, I can't put a handle on this thing because then it becomes property and they get it. So as long as it's just stone.
Holy shit.
The problem is the instant I hit it on something, it becomes a tool, and then like all but 2% of it belongs to all these bloodlines of bitches. And
Goddamn Nords just show up with their
Yep.
orders and take my stone away and whatever filings I have.
It's a travesty. It's constantly a problem for me. You finish chopping wood and making kindling for like a week's worth of fires, and you're barely not left with enough to wipe your ass with afterwards.
But they still expect you. They still expect those rabbit skins and those faggots of kindling.
Exactly.
Even though you know that ex-wife is drowning in faggots.
It breaks my soul every time they pull my faggots away. I die a little bit more and more with every day. When will they learn that I need my faggots? How else will I warm myself in the chill of the winter if I'm not surrounded by a bounty of faggots?
They are very handy for keeping warm. I will say that. I will.
Speaking of which, let's check the chat real quick. See what any super chats from Prince of Queens. No, never mind.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. I wanted to say though, like, I'm actually pretty jealous of that cup. I need a crunk cup, something fierce.
You need a chalice.
Yeah.
You need a badass cross-eyed chalice.
I need my like fucking vajazzled and shit all over the place. That's what I need.
Well, on that note, though, and we'll just say that to all of you wonderful YouTube Saints fans out there, you know, we both got P.O. boxes, and you know I'm also drinking out of pony pint glasses. I mean, it's one thing it's cheap wine, but you can see how cheap it is. Now, if you decided all of a sudden that you wanted to send some official, if you want to see the YouTube Saints drinking style, well, you know how to send this shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Or you could just send us money and we'll buy our own shit.
Or spend it on drugs.
Or all of the above, because you people are wonderful and generous and appreciated.
Yeah, maybe you guys. I mean, here's the thing: nobody ever really knows about what their favorite YouTuber's like personal, real world meat life is like. So for all you know, like the guy I get my weed off of every week, he's like, "Oh, hey man, by the way, do you want your weed in a bag or this awesome cup?" I'll go with the bag. Really? Because this is a great cup, man. No, I don't have many left.
I tried to sell you on the cup, man, but you just cut me out. I'm trying to help you, man.
I got these cups for this really awesome band that I was in, but then they threw me out because I wasn't good. But I got all these cups still.
Oh my god, people are getting fucking lit up in the chat. What the shit? Oh my god.
They're having a good time.
I think everybody's getting excited because you won't stop saying the word faggot.
What? Do people have a problem with the word faggot or my routine burning of them?
I really don't understand. I mean, like, you know, sometimes, like, I remember when I was up in the mountains, sometimes I'd have to climb a cliff face just to collect a proper faggot. And I mean,
yeah,
the sheer amount of dikes I'd have to stick my fingers into just to get up to those faggots so that I could stay warm. You know, it was those dikes and those faggots which kept me alive in the mountains.
I definitely can share a number of similar stories, but
we are not going to have a channel tomorrow.
By cougars, and that never ends well.
We are not gonna have a channel tomorrow.
No, have a channel tomorrow.
That is why you got demonetized right away. You brought a barbarian onto your. I show up and I destroy shit. What did you expect? You know, to come on and, you know, say some nice shit and you'll be fine. No, your channel's done. Go fuck.
Yeah, yeah. You want to know what the jokes aside, YouTube, the algorithm, the AI, that nasty little old white bearded man in the Matrix, whoever's watching this, realize that this wouldn't have gotten half this bad if you hadn't demonetized us from the start.
Yeah, now we don't really have a reason to be nice.
With Pathwater, big evil overseer person. I was gonna be polite, but fuck you. I'm burning faggots everywhere. You had one chance, YouTube, one fucking chance, and you blew it.
I didn't realize how much this show needed dancing before, but it needs dancing.
Yeah, we need to get like some coordinated, like we can do some choreography, some backup dancers and Power Ranger costumes.
Well, I mean, like, and I just I'm gonna whet the audience's appetite a little bit. I was talking with some plans I have for the show with Jeff, and they're sounding like they're gonna be pretty brilliant. But after mentioning the dancing, I think I might actually incorporate teams of synchronized swimmers into that because everyone loves that shit.
Everybody loves scantily clad women who are heavily moistened performing in a group.
Or men.
You're weird.
That's really gay. Now, excuse me while I go find a boy to teach the way of the world.
This is what I want. Okay, I want two hung-ass dudes, right, in banana hammocks with a jump rope tied to their dicks, right? And they're doing the helicopter, so they're skipping the rope with their dicks, and then you got the two hot girl go-go dancers, like skipping rope in synchronicity. That's what I want.
Hey, Nick, what you up to next week? Let's make this happen.
I'm a man of simple tastes.
I don't have a jump rope.
That's okay. I got regular rope. We'll make it work.
No. Okay, yeah. All right,
I believe in the power of our mutual hips combined in a gyrating fashion. I think we can do
just... All right, then. You know, I'll probably even get your embassy up in Canada there to give me a special pass, just so I like. Wait a second. No.
All you gotta do is walk up to the border and say, "I'm sorry, I'm scared, I'm a refugee," and they will give you clothing, a house, a whole bunch of money. They'll set you up. You'll be fine.
But I'm just trying to visit, and I figure if I walk up to the border saying I just want to cross, I just want to.
Well, you're here.
I just want to cross over into Canada so I can tie a coarse rope around the base of my cock and allow a couple go-go dancers to do jump rope with it. I could see the Mounties being like, "Whoa."
Well, as long as you pass through Ontario or Quebec, you'll be fine. It'll be.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes, modern art. Welcome.
Yeah. No, if I'm going into Quebec, they'd be like, "Just a rope, not barbed wire. Do you plan on leaving your penis here?"
So somebody in the chat...
That is a terrible fate. Man leaves penis behind in Canada.
So somebody was asking in the chat, are we going to get a live YouTube Saints at Kilroy? And I believe, yes, we are absolutely going to try and do that.
And we will actually plan it this time.
Yeah, instead of just do it in my suite. Yeah.
Yeah, rather than just stuffing a bunch of YouTubers on a couch and being like, "Hey, everybody, we're here.
We're drunk as fuck. What's going on?" Yeah.
That's a plan. I don't know what you're talking about.
That did end up being a lot of fun.
A barbarian is surprised that gathering a bunch of dudes together and getting them drunk isn't a plan.
No, that's like my everyday that ends in Y. As in, why am I not drunk yet with some dudes? Like, what do you think we're doing right now? I have been pretending to be a wizard. This is my favorite thing about your Earth. Magic is fake here, clearly. But for a day, I can pretend to be a wizard by throwing fireballs everywhere. It's great. I love this place. It's fucking wonderful. Everybody's a wizard.
It's funny, you throw one small fireball at a person, give them about half an hour, and then they just explode in front of everyone.
That's why I prefer it here, because I don't have that problem. The violent burning indigestion isn't a thing, and thank fuck.
It's like, yeah, the barbarian moved to Canada because he's like, well, I can raid people and just tell them it's my culture and I get away with it.
No, I gotta clarify shit there. This is important. I had to make this clarification recently as well elsewhere, and people are really getting me fucking wrong. This is the important difference between the Beardbarians and the Vikings. The Vikings, which everyone mistakes me for being involved with, I mean, I worked with them, but whatever. The Vikings raped women and pillaged the goods of the places that they would attack. A Beardbarian rapes the fields by salting them and destroying them so that generations of families can never produce food and will all die. And then we pillage the women and we take them with us. So we give you no food, no ability to produce food, and we steal your chicks. Way better.
You know, I've been going over this for a while, and I gotta say, I think we've solved the question. Barbarians are superior raiders to Vikings, because Vikings are like, we have our boats and our songs, and barbarians are like, we have all your shit and we don't need songs.
No, we have songs. That's important.
But it's all about. Yeah, but
music
they're all
is
about
an non-negotiable part of running a raider tribe. You got to keep spirits high.
Yeah, but they're all. I mean, all the songs are about taking other people's shit, whereas the Viking songs are about how great they are for thinking they're going to.
Well, taking other people's shit or fucking someone else's mother. Those are the two themes.
Ooh.
The traditional cultural folk music. It's all, I'm going to fuck your mother. All of it.
If we had a Toby Keith in our generation for the barbarian world, it would be melodic tunes about banging your mother and salting your land.
There was a brief moment where he stepped over the threshold and saw his other self when he wrote a song called "Who's Your Daddy," and that was the one time he got in touch with his true barbaric self. I've not paid any attention to him since.
I genuinely. I mean, well, here's the thing. In conversation, you actually suggested you might be a musician. I would love to hear some country barbarian songs. You know, it's like.
I mostly
out
do
of the earth
like,
and I got in my truck, but I didn't have a truck, so your mama would fuck.
All fucking night long.
You didn't even need to rhyme.
I don't know. One day I'll write a country song just for you.
Excellent. Excellent. I am deeply into this idea. Holy fucking shit.
I fucked your mom and assaulted your lambs.
So some people
now your daughters are my entire band.
Okay, anyway. So somebody in the chat was saying something about fagog.
Oh god.
So maybe we should give some context to what fagog is.
All right, so on Halloween, we did the night before Halloween, we had an episode of Side Quest, and I thought, what could be the most, like, we're all going to try and wear costumes, pretend to be somebody else, have some fun. Magog was a pirate. Vamp was that bitch from The Matrix that nobody gives a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Halle Berry?
I don't
Sorry, Jada Pinkett.
I don't know. I don't care enough to remember. That's the problem. But I went as Magog's gay cousin, Fagog of Horsegar. I put on my best Randy Savage grade base makeup and then threw a shitload of wavering glitters and stuff all over the place and little hood and everything. And I'm never going to live it down.
It was
But
pretty
it does
amazing.
make me feel a lot better about my cringy 80s dating video. So, I mean, like, it's a toss-up. I mean, you don't sink any lower than a gay Magog.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about that realistically, though, because you're clearly a man who I'm going to guess is in his 30s, maybe late 20s. So your 80s dating video must have been really, really awkward. Like, I really like Ninja Turtles. If you like Ninja Turtles,
it wasn't that bad. It's worse than that. I've been around for a long-ass fucking time, but I had long bleach blonde hair, and I did the, like, glitter makeup glam metal thing. It's terrible, but no, I'm a lot older than that. That's
you know what you should do is you should really link us to that so we could have a look.
Oh god, yeah, I should. It's actually my most recent video here. So
because it sounds really embarrassing, like the thing you wouldn't want
if you want
to
see a real
which is
cringe
why you
of the
publish
week, like this is real cringe here. Where the fuck is this thing? Here we are. There we go.
Oh boy! All right, here, hang on. Let me grab this real quick.
Fit this in, Jeff.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it right now. Do you have?
Yeah, I mean, and if you guys out in the chat there, if you want to throw us $2 or $5 for Beardbarian here, you know, it's not an easy thing to show people what you were like in the '80s. Never.
The '80s was a terrible time, and I regret a lot of it.
I mean, none of the cocaine. Never. You can't regret.
No, I definitely don't regret the cocaine.
Nobody who survived
smoking. That really did shit number on my voice.
Yeah, nobody who survived the '80s regrets the cocaine, but the notion that Camel Lights will somehow hurt you less was a fun time to believe that.
Yeah, it was a great time for fake news when it came to smoking and drinking and doing drugs. I miss the days that was the fake news.
So did you see that My Circle link that I posted into the Skype chat there? Beard.
Oh yes, I've got that open already.
Okay, cool. All right, there we go.
If you got a drink on hand, I recommend you start.
Crap. The fuck? Damn, that thing's seen better days. Look at that. Wow, wow.
I can't believe you have this in this collection. Like of all things.
Do not show. With quote marks. Don't you like it when people put quote marks where they don't belong? And make sure that you have 3 exclamations in the front, but only 2 in the back. Let's see what the fuck this is.
It's like a young Mr. Plinkett found your video. Alright, let's take a look at what this is.
He does a clip show using shitloads of old VHSs and stuff. And
that's cool.
Send it to me. Yeah. So this was in his collection at his house.
Right,
this wasn't intentional. But I figured once you guys saw this, you would know that I've always been evil. Always. I put this out there just for you.
Aw.
The Beardbarian.
I know, it was the 80s. It was the 80s.
Are you my goddess of battle?
I know it's a little quiet. I was trying to be sexy.
Battle. Goddess of battle is a woman so powerful.
Pause.
She can fell a man.
Pause. I have to ask a question.
Okay.
I have to ask a very important question.
Yeah, what is it?
Was the pattern on the love seat that you're sitting on the true inspiration for this 80s style video?
No, the couch is older than that. The couch has been around since the early 70s.
Nice.
Well, clearly, yeah, I know, but that's where most of those videos were filmed. I'm like, wow.
No,
that's
I've been
amazing.
filming those videos on this couch for that long. I got a new one. It's black leather, and some guys rent out that room every now and then. But I haven't one filmed it.
let's
just make sure you don't clean up before Will Wheaton rents it, okay?
Oh.
I'm glad some people got that reference. Not everybody saw that. That's some good shit.
Let's continue and see what his dream woman is like.
It's headed but a single stroke, if you know what I'm saying.
Check out these sick moves. I was the shit in the 80s.
I love that you're smoking like a Marlboro 100 or something.
Behind every
There's a reason I don't have that smooth
there's
voice.
a bad guy pounding away.
Ooh!
Look at this. No smoking at the bus stop. Don't give a fuck. I was so badass.
That's some amazing hair. Oh my god.
Yeah, the bitches love the bleach job, so I did it because I love bitches.
My name is, fuck, what was it?
Yeah, that was a weird time. I've been calling myself Beardy since this.
You can call me Beardy, or Daddy, whichever you prefer.
Standard still remains the same, ladies.
You've, probably noticed that I have incredible eyes. But, I like going out on raids. I like raping fields so that crops can't grow. I like plundering women. Kidnapping is always a good time. I like partaking on grand adventures across broad landscapes, fighting dangerous creatures, slaughtering innocent lives.
So cool in the 80s.
But,
I love how...
don't worry, it's not all work. I like to party. I know how to have a good time with some powder and some sabotage.
I love how you have this honest side.
He did not just say sabotage! Oh my god!
Yes! I was truly man amongst men. Glory sight of the ages.
Fucking sabotage! Oh, fuck me dead. Oh god. Oh wow. I mean, fuck, dude. Oh god. I'd be like if I was trying to be like, I love listening to Striper, you know, like, oh boy.
I didn't delve too much into music back then because I wanted to get bitches from every category. So I figured sabotage was a safety one. I get the party girls, but I wouldn't get the...
I love the sincerity though. Even with the the light blue makeup, you've still got those like, I'm a sensitive puppy dog eyed kind of rapist.
That's how I lure them in.
Wow, we have a lot of sabotage for like fans in the chat.
You and Ted Bundy apparently.
Yeah, pretty much. Who do you think he learned it from?
Oh, fuck me.
I've been around for ages, man. That first Viking settlement they tell you about in Newfoundland, that was me and 12 other dudes trying to get away from the British because they were bad in bed, and then they just all fucking died because it was cold. But I'll tell you what. Canadian women, they're violent, and they are freaks in bed.
God damn.
And don't worry, ladies, I'm an old-fashioned man, and the whole night is on me. Literally. You will spend the whole night on me, or on the way to getting onto me.
So smooth. So fucking smooth.
Oh,
I'm a man of honor, you know.
Yeah, this is good kicks. This is some good kicks.
No, I mean, those are traditional barbarian wears, DCs and Jenkos, as I recall from back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna be a savage, you gotta look the part.
If you're gonna be a savage, you gotta look like you can really shred it on the half pipe, you know.
Oh hell yeah! Nothing says I'm here to fuck bitches like a kickflip.
With an axe in your hand.
Oh hell, in your teeth, man.
Oh fuck.
Get on her and stay on her.
Yeah.
Just saying that I'm not afraid to get a little sand in my armor if you're not afraid to let the top down and let your hair blow in the wind. If you catch my drift. Shit. Do I even catch my drift? That's not important. Ignore that. There's only one thing that's important, girl, and that is this. I am all that is man.
I was so silky smooth in the 80s.
Yeah.
So
I fuck, dude.
I'd fuck you. Yeah.
I don't know if
blame you at all.
I don't know if I need to like masturbate or calm down, but just fuck. I'll be right back.
Calm down while masturbating. I believe
that's the goal.
See, that's the really unfortunate thing is that after this, like he's actually the technical director, so he's supposed to introduce the next segment. So we're just gonna have to kill time here.
Oh, we're gonna just get to stare at me with a lit cigarette, posing like a badass mofo.
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, like, you really look like the kind of guy who probably at one point set up, like, maybe the preamp mix for Winger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if there's one thing I know about women in their 20s, especially now, it's that, like, if you can show up saying, yeah, I remember hanging with AC/DC and calling them a bunch of young bucks. Well, yeah, they can't go for it. As long as you have money and a truck.
Or if you can fake having money in a truck. That's where I come in. I don't need no truck to get bitches. I just dangle some keys, I took off some other schmuck, and then flash some Monopoly money. You can't tell the difference between Canadian dollars and Monopoly money.
Oh, I've honestly seen them. I mean, there's been times I've gone off and gotten those cops and bank robbers sets where you get the whole plastic coin set you got to break off of the branch.
Chad's going nuts at us to finish the video.
I know. I tell you what, how about if we can catch up on Streamlabs really quick, see if there's any questions for you, and then we'll finish the video.
Yeah,
the chat really wants. I think the chat at this.
Video.
Yeah, I think the chat at this point really wants to answer this ad.
Yeah, I think so too.
Terrifying.
I think so too.
You can send your video responses care of DataMax 1983. So send them back in time. The code for accepting this video is available at the end of this, so you'll have all the information necessary in order to jump on my disco stick.
Yeah. You gotta. Okay, okay then, Beardbarian here. Let's get it. They jump on your D, and whatever that turns out to be is just something you play with. Otherwise, you get into consent issues.
Oh,
disco stick.
Disco stick.
Disco stick. I'm gonna take a disco nap like Jeff just did.
I want to take a bite on my disco stick. I like Gaga. Fucking whatever. Don't fucking judge me, chat. Jesus Christ.
Hey, we're all villains here. We're all villains here. We're allowed to listen to terrible music. It makes us better villains.
That's right. And so my headphones just broke. Rest in peace in pepperoni. 1488. Oh boy. Emma Quay. Poor Grandpa Jeff needs glasses now. Fucking dork. There's no glass in these. There's no glass.
Oh, you're a hipster.
I just like wearing. I don't know why. I just like wearing them for some reason. I don't know.
I just dream of being Razor Fist is all.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Staggers and Jags. Say faggots like 10 more times. We think we did already.
Faggots.
No, I'm building.
Too late by Cups. Too late says by Cups. Is there a jock involved? Probably. Erudite Fuzz. I think that's bad. I lived in an old miso silo where I kept a team of pack mules for trading. You have no idea how tough getting a ton of faggotry in a deep asshole is. Yes.
That was exactly where I hoped it was going.
Fantastic. Too late says worth your grapes. Thank ya. Spectacular Wonder Beardy. Did you own an IROQ C28 in your 80s days?
That's a bunch of technological shit, and basically, if I wasn't wearing it, I didn't own it.
IROC Z28.
You don't drive an IROC Z. You wear an IROC Z and you move around on the street looking sexy.
See, I had that jacket, Italian, skin tight jeans, and that was like enough. The Parasuco jacket moved the world around me, so I just stood in one spot and lifted my foot, and the world moved according to my desire.
Gotcha. Okay, this is what they're talking about.
I too have done LSD. Yes.
This is what.
Isn't it wonderful?
There. That is a car that is entirely designed to bang some bitches with feathered hair, for sure.
Oh, it's a car. It's a car.
Yeah.
I've never driven a car. You see, when you're used to hurling projectiles out of a trebuchet, trying to drive a car is about as destructive. So I don't get away with it anymore.
The notion of putting yourself into a machine that has been assembled by other men for your use makes you want to just bash walls
It's a big
down.
fucking ball of steel that travels at high speeds. You can kill so many people. Like, what? Why not? There's a school zone. You fly over.
I gotta hang on. I do have. All right. Beardbarian, I have to ask. I have to wonder. In the course of your, you're trying to learn to be a marauder and a murderer and a rapist in this modern world. Have you ever found a time in which you felt the words Allahu Akbar just springing from your person?
No, that has never happened. Although
I think maybe then that's why your particular style of rape and pillage is falling out of fashion. You got to keep with the times, dude. I'm
not.
You want to you want to smash an IROC Z of war into a whole into a whole field of people. What you need is a truck of peace. No, get yourself a Z30. Get yourself.
I am all that is man. Otherwise, somebody else is going to take credit. I would rather have a whole bunch of people killing other people, giving me the credit, than me giving other people credit for my mass killings.
Because I was going to say a Silverado of peace seems right up your alley.
Mule cart of peace. That seems about right.
I think of peace. There's always room for a piece of ass of peace.
A rickshaw of peace where you just kind of like run the thing along and bump into people. Fuck you. God hates you.
Over on Streamlabs.
Step on your ankles.
Over on Streamlabs, Citrol says, I'd fuck your mom, but I don't want to get ashes all over my dick again. Ooh. Leslie says, alright, my loves, the LSD are having a movie extravaganza, including but not limited to a Hitchcock night, M. Brooks night. I think it's Mel Brooks. We also have Quiplash now. Just keep tabs on the YouTube Saints Discord and come join us. Trapistan Cummies for all. You guys are getting organized. This is freaking me out. Wafflethorpe says, great to have the Beardbarian on. This is funny as hell. P.S. Ignore all the LSD shit in Discord. They're trying to force a meme. Don't encourage it. I
didn't even know. My
it's their dollars, man.
My mention of LSD was purely out of my own love of drugs, which make me forget the life that I'm living.
X-Tiger says, here's the tip of the week. It's the only tip, and just for a minute, I need you guys to say community for me. And Sora Dove says she's seriously jelly that she's at work and can't hang out at the minute. Happy Men's Day. Hey, cheers. Cheers.
Yeah, Manly Man Stream. He-Man Man Club. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the being disposable yet at the same time despised.
Fuck yes.
It's a good feeling.
That is the way to roll.
Agent Strawman says, I went through the 80s and all I got was AIDS. I
should introduce you to my oracle. He's got a potion for that.
At least you got a souvenir, bud. All I got was bad memories of Crystal Pepsi.
I liked Crystal. Ideological Limbo says, De Beardus Fagarian, blonde beards have more fun. Hashtag beard, bless the format. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, I guess
beardies do have more fun. Absolutely.
Yup. I guess we will indulge the chat. Otherwise, they're going to burn the show down. So let's keep watching this sexy ad. There we go.
I already got on mine now.
Look at this. I'm such a badass. Watch these fucks not being given.
Rebel.
If you want a real wild night of hot sex and violence, then you're gonna need a real bad boy.
You know what I am detecting, however, my one criticism of this is a distinct lack of slap bracelets.
You know, I never really got into those outside of them being cock rings. And you don't show those off in a dating video right away. That's like number two.
Oh, that's probably why I don't get the responses that I do.
Yeah, you gotta hold off the slap bracelet cock ring until at least the second video date.
You
don't have to wait until after you've met, just the second video date.
This is what I need. You know what I need to do? I realize now, though. I need to actually start a new video dating service, but it needs to be for creative people. So it's like, okay, we've got a sexy girl just rolling around on the floor. That's kind of boring. Oh, we've got sexy girl pretending to be a witch who's got a whole bunch of jokes now. Oh, that's a keeper.
When we do the Pornhub
great comedy of that is there is someone springing up who matches that description, and One day I will promote the shit out of her. But there is a witch with great tits who also says funny stuff that is single that is coming up. So I mean, hey, we'll see.
What is her name and
the
how do I
bitching
find
witch. She's
her! I know her.
Oh, yes, the bitching witch.
The bitching witch.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, the bitching witch of awesome titties. It's great. It's fucking great. And she's not my undersub because she doesn't have enough videos exposing those awesome titties yet. But I assure you, after thorough inspection, they're very well. I gave them a rating of.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh shit! What was I doing again? Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, showing off my badass. Look at this shit. No fucks given. Right, the organic shit.
Not one of them fake little ponces, the fucking little hairdos, pretending they got a modeling business with some piece of shit motherfucker in a suit. It's gotta pay for 4 kids from some other absent father. No, you don't need any of that. You need a real bad boy. One who ain't afraid to ignore his own bastards and take you out on a fucking wild ride.
Ignore his own bastards.
This day, that is 30 years of dedicated service and not paying attention to my bastard children.
You're, I'm looking for a simple girl with a nice, straightforward technique. None of that exotic weapon flim-flam with the whips with daggers on the end of them.
Nunchucks are also unacceptable. Fuck
nunchucks. I need something straightforward. Sword and shield would be best if you have your own. Please bring them, because it's certain that we are going to at least get in a few fuck fights down at the tavern or bar or whatever you want to call it.
Have you ever been in a fuck fight?
I have definitely been. I have definitely been in a few fuck fights.
That is like my favorite hobby.
I've definitely gotten in at least 2 fights to avoid a fuck fight. That has happened usually with my.
Why would you avoid a fuck fight? Haven't you seen Drive Angry? I was the inspiration for that shit. If you can get some guns in while you're pounding away to bitch, fucking fighting and scoring at the same time, it is the bomb.
Because she's 6'8" Inuit who dresses like a Klingon and will just completely rip apart anyone she comes near. She's a savage woman, and
Sounds like fun.
You have a higher constitution than I do. I was afraid that she would rip me in half. That woman is.
Did she have a dick?
No, she's just mean.
A lot of woman.
She's a lot of woman. Just a towering fucking monster. Oh my god.
So why didn't you Mount Everest?
No, I'm good. I wasn't that brave.
Yeah, I felt that same thing in a small package, 4'11", and all of a sudden it's just like, I need to call you daddy every time we fuck. Oh, that's
what's wrong with that? I see no problems here.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much, Brad. When you view the world through rose-colored glasses, all of those flags, those big red flags, they just look like regular flags.
Well, when you're a very centuries-old barbarian, and you're not a rogue, and you don't pick locks, you fall for every trap, and I do mean that in every sense of the word. And eventually, you just stop giving a fuck. You just put out the deed.
You just get to that Andy Warski level where the trowel drops, you see the thing, and you start applauding.
Yeah.
I'm of the James Brown school of love. You gotta hit it and quit it. You gotta hit it and quit it like a sex machine. I count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. James Brown knows how to work it. Hit it and quit it. It's done.
Love it.
He was clearly a barbarian of his own right.
On you.
He was a savage, bro. This was cool. Look at that.
I guess what you could say is that what I'm not looking for is an overly obese chick or someone who's like really weak and scrawny and can't pick up a fucking weapon.
I was trying to be polite about
anybody
saying
that would be
no
at a disadvantage or would be a fucking disadvantage to me in the middle of a goddamn raid.
Certified badass.
I have to say,
seems like you got some urethra problems there, though.
I know, it's kind of fans.
I was peeing sideways. I didn't ask questions. There was a weird twist. The drugs were great, and shit happened.
I'm a villain. A real fucking bad boy. A genuine merciless marauder.
Macho.
If you want to know the passion of the primal predator, well, you know who to call. Wait, what was it? Beardy.
It's a real problem when you can't remember your own fucking name.
Oh,
Shit. There's the code to order it. H0757UFF.
Did you have to pay extra to be able to get your own code?
No, they just took one look at me and they were like, "Yep, certified."
Times married 74. What the fuck?
Interests times married 74. Interests raiding, murder, destroying crops of fields, kidnapping. You couldn't add soft jazz to that just to kind of bring them in a little bit?
No. See, I put the sex and drugs and rock and roll in my religion section there, and I figured that pretty much covered that I wasn't up for any jazz. I just wanted to get a bitch on my dick.
Sorry, but like, I mean, here's the thing: if you're trying to approach and appeal to any woman who immediately looks to the religion section, you're going to have a very bad time.
That's why. Yeah, good point. Maybe that's why I didn't get very many responses.
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be the whole littering thing.
Hey, no, that was cool. I'm a rebel. I'm a pure badass. That was demonstrated.
Yeah, but you forget the 80s. The 80s is when Save the Whales came out, and you can't very well save the whales by tossing a burrito wrapper in the street,
Save the Whales started in Vancouver, BC, just across the pond from me, when once upon a time a man named Gary was trying to bring a pretty bitch to the ocean to show how cool he was, but he was too fucking fat with his man titties hanging out. So I rolled in with my cool fucking blonde hair and fucked his bitch right in front of him. And he started losing his goddamn shit. He couldn't get her back, and she was a big fucking bitch. So when he started screaming about saving the whales, everyone took him wrong, and then Greenpeace fucking started. It was a catastrophe. But that's why I fucked his bitch. Greenpeace is my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, that really didn't help your video dating profile, did it?
No, probably not.
Honestly, you'll find a woman who signed up to that service back when it was new, and she'll hit you up, and you'll be like, "How many wrinkles do you have, and where are most of them?"
Well, what I figure at this point is by releasing this episode now, or this video now, women that I fucked in the 80s that watched this are going to see it again and go, "Oh my God, I remember this. Hey, Beardy, how's it been? You know, whatever." And I'll find their daughters, and I will know which ones are my bastards so that I don't fuck them awkwardly in public when I'm out one night. I'm really
as opposed to
bloodlines.
As opposed to the ones that you will fuck unawkwardly in private.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, okay. All right. Well, that being the case, you know, so thus far we've established that Beardbarian, Breadbarian here, Breadbarian.
Be careful, there is a Breadbarian, and he will show up.
There is a Breadbarian, yeah.
There is a Breadbarian.
Mm-hmm. I discovered that when I couldn't fucking type your name right for some fuck off reason.
Yeah, he will rise to the occasion. He's not one to loaf around.
Oh, God.
Well,
I'm gonna drink more after that. I'm sorry. I regret that. That was terrible.
No, it's okay. You have to drink more after everything we do on this show because this is nothing but regret.
Well, I'm almost through the bottle, so I mean, we'll see.
Oh boy. Oh God. It's a fireball kind of night, huh? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying to pretend I'm a wizard.
Well, okay. Well, that being the case, all right. So we've taken this time to look at awkward videos from other people who Beardbarian here has a massive erection for. That being the case, let's move on to our undersubbed of the week.
All right.
Now, this is somebody who's had many erections in his direction. This is somebody who has had many erections in his personal space. And we're talking about Tonka Saw, who is probably the best friend of Failure Accomplished and Vamp Candy. Now, if you want a decent podcast that is not YouTube Saints, like if you want something that's like really like low rent, like just don't give a shit, but they can get guests.
Yeah, you know what, Nick? You might be the wizard of cause, but I am the wizard of fucking laying it down for my bros. Let me take this. Let me take the reins on
Please,
this.
thank you.
Go for
I'm
it.
not just talking about fucking Tonka Saw. My undersubbed of the week isn't just Tonka Saw. What I'm talking about here, my wonderful friends, is about an idea of providing entertainment that was genuinely fucking entertaining. And what I want to recommend is the Morning Kumite, which is a special show done by Tonka Saw every fucking morning. We're not just talking about let's sit down and discuss the weather and news. No, we are talking about something from a long forgotten era comparable to that fucking video. We are talking about the age of classical wrestling. We're talking about Mean Gene. We're talking about fucking Andre the Giant and the Hulk, and taking that atmosphere, that attitude, and applying it to the fake drama of YouTube, and having fake people face off in glorious battles announced by Tonka Saw himself over a series of beautiful pieces of music. It is something else. If you are looking for a morning show and you want to hear a variety of wonderful people putting on something that is actually full of laughter and no real drama, just fucking laughter, Tonka Saw's the man, and the Morning Kumite is the show.
Absolutely.
And that being the case, I clearly picked the wrong clip.
You did. You did.
Let's just play the clip.
There. That's failure compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you picked something from Cult of Cactus.
It was on the top of his goddamn page, and I didn't have
That's okay. It's really hard to find something for the Morning Kumite because of the way it's done, like a radio show and stuff. It's another show. So it's very hard to find a good highlight. But they had one going on this morning that apparently went all right. But it's a lot of cool matches. It's a grudge match. The audience gets together and they get to vote on the winner at the end, and it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. If you look up Carl Reed versus AP the Frog, that would probably be the best one to give them a sample of, and skip to about like the halfway mark.
Count Reed versus who?
Carl Reed versus AP the Frog.
Ah, yeah, got it. Okay. Here, I'll plug this in just a sec.
This is not safe for work, so if you have small children, cover their ears, and if you have a girlfriend, cover her vagina, because she's about to get moist as fuck.
Gross, what the fuck?
I'm a savage, what do you expect?
Oh boy, alright, so let's skip to about the middle. What about here?
Woman says Stargate. No, even if you're a woman, you should trust women
Sure, why not?
even less at that point. First thing in the morning, your fucking orange box got shuttled to the fucking front.
Oh, of course, he's just
by
talking shit.
a very unforgiving stream.
Yeah, let's skip ahead
Like
a
I
little
said,
bit.
this is going to be a hard one to show off. That's why I had to give
I
my
thought that
life
having
shut up.
space between the Tonka and the Saw would make it to where you could just write Tonka, but nothing is perfect. I apologize.
God damn it,
But I do
Tonka. Oh yes, the fight happens
After the music, yeah.
It's quite something else. What? Tonka, put timestamps on your shit so I can promote it better. I command you.
For some reason, every time I try to do anything today, I'm Xing out everything.
You're not making this easy for me, Tonka. Why would you do this to me?
I think it was something like having a blast at VidCon with the No BS. You like that one. You also like the comment that was down below.
Tonka, I'm very disappointed in you.
All right.
This is your fault.
My tweet that I put up was just.
You know what? I'm just gonna do a thing here. Let's
How old
just
was
pause
this?
this shit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and find a timestamp that works, and we'll keep talking, and then I'll send you that. So
Okay.
you don't have to jump through all that shit.
Okay.
Let's just bypass that stupid fucking crap.
Sounds good. Actually, well, you find that...
Make it easier to deal with for me.
Well, you find that, actually, there is something that I really wanted to talk about. And it's actually pretty important. Super, super important. So, coming up in April, it's going to be April 21st to 22nd, there is going to be an event, and it is the Kilroy event. And basically what this is a group of people, Dave Cullen, Bass Mama, a few other people got together, and they decided that it's about time that there's a convention with the types of people like, well, us, that we all can get together and hang out, because YouTube VidCon is more for like tweens. It's more for like Jake Paulers, that kind of shit. And honestly, there's just not anybody who does kind of what we do invited on the panels. Same thing with most of the atheist conferences. I mean, everybody saw how crazy the whole MythCon thing went. But the Kilroy event, and it's at kilroyevent.com. They're almost halfway funded, and they started this what, like 4 days ago, Nick? Is when they launched this?
Well, let's just say a week ago because I'm unsure. But,
yeah, I'm unsure too. But I mean, this thing is gonna get fucking funded, and it's gonna be in Phoenix, Arizona, 21st to 22nd, which is fucking perfect because it means like 80-degree weather, like right after everywhere else in the country is gonna be fucking cold. So it's gonna be super, super nice. Me and Nick are both gonna be there. I think we both have to like write speeches.
We are both panelists and featured speakers. Now,
Weird.
yeah, now, and not being unfair, Jeff. Jeff will probably be the more fun panelist. But you just wait until you see what I've got planned.
Oh.
There's gonna be hookers and blackjack and boobs everywhere.
Oh, and in addition to all of that, I'm actually writing a speech.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Oh shit! Is this gonna be like Independence Day grade?
Probably something like that. So far right now, like with the featured speakers, it's mostly just people who, well, you know, cover similar topics that we do. We are working on getting people who are very, very different and have different points of view, but they seem to be a little hard to convince right now, but we're working on it.
More than that, let's like use this opportunity to reinforce too that YouTube Saints, and I'll say for my part, and Jeff can agree if he wants. Yeah, there are bigger things to talk about and worry about and discuss and explore than the culture war. Yeah, yeah. If you come to Kilroy and you come to see myself or I imagine Jeff speak, you're going to get something quite different than what you will probably get from the majority of the speakers there. Only because it's at least
intense full frontal male nudity.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, I mean,
Fuck,
if you see
I'm gonna
no.
miss it.
Listen, if I Louis C.K. you while I'm out there, you just have, you know, like understand that's part of what you bought the ticket for. But yeah, no, there's more. The Kilroy is a free speech event, and they are actually working on inviting speakers who are from, like, let's call it the other side of things, and that's great. But at least from me, and at least from the YouTube Saints, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but I don't think we're part of the culture war anymore because this is a show that you tune into on Sunday nights to be enter-fucking-tained.
Yeah, we've pretty much been we focus the YouTube Saints more on entertainment necessarily than like the culture war. I'll talk about it a little bit on my channel here and there, but for the most part, like, you know, it's more just about entertainment at this point.
You know what? Let's all get back to a point where we actually tune into our entertainment to be entertained and informed, not in a way that feeds biases or makes us think certain ways, but more in a way that just makes us laugh and then hopefully makes us think.
Yeah, that's true. And also the thing is, we will be doing YouTube Saints while at Kilroy. We're not sure if we're going to be doing it. I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as the venue for the show. We'll have to work on that. We'll
sort that out.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. We'll figure it out. Because there might be
drunk sluts. It'll be great.
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
Like, us in an alleyway with a laptop and a Yeti mic would probably be an amazing show.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
so many dicks would get sucked in the short period of time the thing was on air.
No, I gotta say though, I noticed that little flourish of your eyes. You're like, so many dicks would get sucked. Why can't I afford tickets?
No, yeah, so that I can get a blowjob from you guys in an alley while everyone watches. Do you not understand what a
Nice.
PR opportunity this is?
Now,
Nice.
if you can't, now if you're not in Beardbarian's position to where like he's just thinking about blowjobs, but even if you are just thinking about blowjobs, consider going over to the Kilroy event page, throwing a few shekels their way. You know what? Here's the thing: you're gonna super chat us, you're gonna Streamlabs us, match that with Kilroy.
All right, so
more money. Spend more money is what I'm saying.
We'll get back to the undersubbed in just a second. I'm just gonna catch up on the Streamlabs and all this real quick. Magaga Morsker says the people have spoken Magaga Beardy on the Saints at the same time. Thunderdome bitches ass rape, which will probably happen at some point.
Fight that wizard on another stream. God damn it! We're gonna end up greased up and in a pit all over each other again. There's money everywhere and semen. It's awkward. We don't need
again,
it.
and
I mean,
like
I'm down for it, but we don't need it.
With him saying that, I'd like to remind all of you that yes, the Kilroy event does have, you know, a goal, but if we raise money over that goal, like, you know, maybe oil pits for Beardbarian and more scar can be arranged. I don't know.
Maybe. I cannot wait. I personally cannot wait to take a giant steaming shit in the ball pit at Kilroy.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. And then all the kids will jump in. It'll be great.
There's not going to be a ball pit. Alex Blackfoot says, Red, the blood of Russell Crowe. He's
gonna shit on the sidewalk, is what he's saying.
Maya Skill says, Beardbarian, fight a Viking for the true title of Barbarian of YouTube. There will be a mead hall after whoever wins. Also, dual axes or sword and shield for you.
I will take sword and shield every fucking time. Because I've been fighting for a very fucking long time, and I'm sorry. Dual axes is fun. But there's nothing like getting punched in the face by an edge of a shield because you're overconfident and chose dual weapons.
That's true. Alex Blackfoot says, I am a poor college student. I donate to Kilroy, but alas, hashtag feels broke, man. Which is funny because you've super chatted us like 4 times tonight. Streamlabs.
It's the best kind of brokenness
this week.
Yup.
Yeah, my favorite kind of brokenness is always the kind of like, I'm so broke, I can only give you all of this money.
We're caught up. I need to grab something out of the chat here real quick, so we'll go to the block thing. What is this thing that you just sent me?
Oh, the new link there. That is the link with the time for good episode.
Oh, okay.
Because it appears that you had chosen the aftermath, which was the terrible discussion that happened afterwards, and not the actual show. So I've said you the show at the beginning of round 2, where you can actually display the gimmick. So we give them a couple of minutes. It's actually a good point to launch off at.
All right.
Again, not a 100%
Well,
formula. But
this
if you're
being
not
the
working
case,
as hard as
are we getting for next segment?
That is still the aftermath one.
Wait, what? Oh, shit. Okay, fuck me dead. All right, hang on. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm ruining everything with my barbaric shenanigans. This is terrible. I'm breaking the format. No.
Wait.
No.
Jesus, how did this get all fucked up like that? What the fuck? Ah! Okay, I got this. Here we go.
I believe it.
You guys hearing this?
Oh my God! What a battle! What a battle indeed!
Remember that you keep coming back
Word to call
you
it.
have faith.
There was some.
You have faith.
Cheap shots made.
In the abilities of Jeff
one
Holiday
round in.
to unfuck
one
my
round in.
circle.
By the way, right now in the Discord, each man
ability
is
of
in
me
his own
to
separate locker.
moderately entertain you in the meantime. You have faith in Beardbarian to attract over-the-hill waitresses from diners using
that's
his 80s
fair.
video.
Okay.
What did I do?
Hang on.
What happened?
Hang on.
Do we
Nothing.
break something?
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I got this. Here we go. All right. All right. I got this.
He's got this, guys. Don't worry. He's got.
Yeah,
this.
I did.
Why
apparently
is
put the
there?
wrong
Why
one.
are Why is there under 400 of you?
If you
I'm gonna need every single one of you watching right now who's enjoying this show, and if you're only remotely enjoying this show, and if you use any kind of emoticon, tweet this out. For fuck's sake.
guys hearing this?
Oh my God! What a battle! What a battle indeed! I have no idea where to call it. There was some cheap shots made.
Maybe there was. There was one round in, okay? One round in. By the way, right now in the Discord, each man is in his own separate locker room. You want to jump in, show support to one of them, feel free to do so. But, let's also throw this out there. That was fucking heavy. Like, they were going in on each other.
They just
They were
run like
jumping.
a legit 90s
Whoa,
wrestler.
whoa, whoa, whoa! We have to separate them. They went
Get him
into the
separated,
same.
failure. That's you. You're the bouncer. Get the bouncing. All right.
Oh. Protect the potted plants.
Protect
The
those
clipboards, support clip, the
This
tendies.
is the brief moment of
Right
discovering
now,
what your
round one,
announcers are like
failure.
before you
Bam.
hear how
Who
these
do you
matches
guys
are.
think is winning right now? Who's coming out on top?
Just trust.
Ooh, it's a tough call this early on.
Pretty sure the nice stuff.
Oof.
At the conclusion of the match, I'm going to put up the poll on Twitter. Make sure to get your ass over there and vote. Speak for who you think win. All the Carl Reed fans, you want to make sure that you get your vote in. The AP fans, you definitely want to get your vote in. It's
Definitely
up to you
want to.
guys who wins. And I think, I'm looking at this chat, it's split as fuck.
Yes, it is.
Split as fuck.
I'm gonna have to score this one. Carl Reed 9, AP 10 for this round.
A 10-9 round, and you put it in favor of AP right now. That's what you say, Failure. What about you, Ben?
Also, while this bout was going on, there was another message from Malcolm North. Fright supremacy is the right supremacy.
Love Malcolm from the North.
All hail Blue Whale. Hashtag Fright
He
Power.
did something else. He started stalking my streams, and I'm so grateful for it.
He's a great dude.
And again, if you is a Malcolm person, don't forget that Malcolm's gonna be on the morning Kumite this motherfucking Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that shit.
Tuesday, be there.
All right, let's try skipping ahead and hear some of this fight.
Yes.
Oh.
You in the fucking gas chamber by yourself and let the rest of everyone else watch what we do people like you. Because you ain't worth nothing to me. You're not.
Couple shirts that you got from Goodwill because you ain't got no money because you fucked up at your job. You fucked up as a
I'm wearing a motherfucking Armani three-piece suit right now, motherfucker. You will never be. This suit is worth more than your entire fucking life.
So they're basically, this is like they're shit talking like the old school like 80s and 90s like.
Oh yeah, like the total kind of promo. Like I'm gonna butt fuck your grandmother at the stands tonight at SummerSlam. It is on, motherfucker. It's going down. As wrestling acts. So they are just ripping on each other, pulling out all sorts of things. It's fucking beautiful, and it is set up with all the in betweens like a proper fucking old school wrestling show.
That's awesome. That's cool as fuck. I get it. Yeah. No, that was my fault for anybody watching. It's my fault. I picked up the. I didn't even realize that. I just saw the names, but it was actually listed as the Aftermath stream.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I did that. My fault. My bad. All right, sweet.
But every morning starts with a good talk, and then inevitably leads to another beautiful confrontation. And there are several more booked throughout the course of each week. So you can see absolute nobodies go up against anybody. It's fucking hilarious. AP is destroyed every goddamn time. It's wonderful. And it's a good opportunity for anybody, regardless of their size, to start some fake beef and get in on some fun. It doesn't matter who you are. You show up to the Kumite, you throw down, you have fun, you're in.
Nice. That's badass.
Anybody that can show their mettle.
I love Tonka too. He's just such a fucking stand-up guy. He's a great fucking dude.
He's a lot like he's a lot like a Beard here. He's a
fuck you,
genuinely good guy.
Nah.
Son, but I hate you.
All right, sweet. So let's move on to our oversubbed of the week. The oversubbed of the week this time is, what was their name before they changed it to this?
Well, I don't know, but they go by Boldly now.
Wasn't it BuzzFeed Yellow? Is now Boldly?
Is that it?
I think this used to be BuzzFeed Yellow.
Yeah, you know what?
There is.
We're featuring this because if it was BuzzFeed Yellow, this is being featured right now because this proves that those cunts are even more deceptive and wretched than previously thought. Because now this is Boldly, and they want to convince you of. Should I say?
Crystal healing.
Yeah, crystal.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
There's no scientific evidence that crystals and gemstones are able to treat ailments based off their color and chemical make.
Yeah, but it's like, what else is healing us? Certainly not science, so.
Heal me, oh magical crystal. Take away my yeast infection. Be gone, my terrible breath. Heal me.
Dude, that shade. The shade she just threw was so fucking shitty. Like, listen to this.
Certainly not science. So
not science. That's healing us. Science isn't healing us.
Certainly not science, though. I mean, if science works, then my boyfriend would have got me pregnant. Except the fact that he had a vasectomy, but he should have been able to do that with spirit.
Hey, by the way, guys, screenshot memes, please. Memes, please. This is a pretty good one.
That is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I'd make it full screen, but y'all know how to crop. Come on.
Ooh, shots fired at science.
Gravity's alive. The world is alive.
Oh my god, get fucked.
I'm so glad Trending finally gave me a fucking perfect oversub too.
Yeah, this is good.
Because hang on. As we go forward, these bitches are this bitch ass fucking slackwit bad dye job motherfucking channel is what 8.1 million?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
I will take all of their subscribers, all of them now.
Yeah, no, by all means.
I'm Laura.
And our lives fucking suck.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
We both live with chronic pain.
Terrible
and we're
lives.
not just talking about like, oh, my shoulder hurts a lot.
Bad relationships. Sorry.
We're talking about, like, I get fucked in the ass so many times that I can't poop right. And I've been slapped in the face with so many dicks that my cheekbones got this little break in it. And as a result, I can't take any of my life seriously. I stubbed my toe once and it's been with me for the last 30 years. Fuck this. Sorry, I know there's a point, but I just...
Wow. It's like you and I were destined to be best friends or something.
Just getting old. I have a neuropathic pain called trigeminal neuralgia.
And I have endometriosis among many other pelvic floor
Feels like
dysfunction
knife in
issues.
China.
All right,
Look at that.
all right. So
look at that right there.
Here's the thing. Let's flip ahead to them getting the crystal treatments. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if she, I don't know what trigeminal
Oh, it doesn't matter. No, listen.
neuralgia
I legit,
is.
like,
I know endometriosis is fucking awful though. That shit's pretty gnarly.
Oh yeah, these diseases are terrible.
Yeah, no, but if there's one thing that I've learned about women with lots of self-centered shit on their mind, it's that they can be convinced that all of their pain is gone, so long as you convince them that a whole bunch of attention is focused on themselves.
That's how I got through the 90s. I'll heal your pain with my dick. Now it's crystals.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you get ladder piercings and you put crystal beads on the end of your dick, you can align all the chakras you want in southwestern California.
Nice.
An intention into a crystal or program a crystal to do something.
Oh, wait, hang on. I want to hear about the intention. Hang on. Let's skip back a minute.
The most pure geometric structures in all of nature. You actually can put an intention into a crystal or program a crystal to do something, and it will vibrate in that energy. It's
Make my...
Buy me bitches, Crystal. Buy me bitches.
Hard to get
Sorry,
in
guys,
that
I'm trying to
mindset of
learn
not
here.
being
I
like,
want to learn
what
how
the hell
magic
are we
works.
doing here, and take
Buy me bitches at once.
it seriously. Though I
you know what's
don't
gonna
want
happen.
to disrespect.
You know what's gonna happen though is all of a sudden your girlfriend is just gonna roll up into your studio. What the fuck are you saying to your necklace? Honey, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I didn't mean you to work like that.
Bring me lots of sluts that I haven't already put my dick in. Lots of sluts that don't already have my
It's
penis.
like a genie, man. It's like a genie. You got to be very specific.
Yeah, otherwise, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, it's like just all your ex-girlfriends pile in your studio. Hey, where's your new girlfriend at? We'd love to meet her. Oh, God. Can you hand me my axe? I need to avoid that.
Back to the practice in any way. Like, I want to take it seriously, but
But government is fucking weird.
it's
Sure,
hard.
it's
Yeah,
fucking
it's like,
a
what are
weird
we
thing.
actually doing? Sometimes I
You're
wonder.
fucking crystals and asking for magic powers. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Suggestion. I've taken a test before where it actually says that I would be a really good candidate for placebo medication.
Visualize yourself.
It means that you're gullible.
It means you're an idiot.
It means you're fucking gullible. What the fuck?
You've been medically diagnosed as an idiot. Let's keep going, Jeff.
I took a study and it says I'd be really good at being lied to.
Walking through a beautiful forest on a bright, warm, sunny summer day. You might feel it in a way where you feel...
Yes.
Getting all Harvey Weinstein up in here.
I'm sorry. Chatmore just had the greatest super chat ever. Oh, God.
What was
Let's
it?
finish the video and
Oh,
just
okay,
make sure to get to it afterwards.
All right.
Heat or cold sensations moving through your body. You might feel electrical pulses or waves of energy moving through your body. You might just get into a very deeply relaxed state and almost fall asleep.
Meanwhile, she's just like hitting her with like a low battery taser.
I think by
Yeah.
the end of this, I might know how to give a proper crystal healing treatment. So we'll see we'll see if I figure this out by the end. I'm curious. I will become a magician one day.
Supporting you as you gaze up into the sky. Gaze up into the sky and see
Gaze
beautiful
up
white,
in the sky.
fluffy
There are
clouds.
homosexuals flying everywhere.
Call me, y'all. I'm up in the sky, yo, bitches.
Oh
It's super up here.
You know, here's
None of you cave beast, Neanderthal, wet, pasty-looking motherfucker, toilet seat complexion individuals can fly like me, girl.
the saddest part about it is though the seduction that this fat tattooed heavily inked bitch with funny nails is laying down on these women to take their to take their money. It's the same kind of shit. It's the same game you pour on these big-eyed I need answers bitches when you find them at the bar. Like, oh, I'm drunk. Oh, have you ever read Kierkegaard? All right, well, we're gonna hang out for an hour and you can come home with me. Hey.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Hot.
And as you're gazing up at these clouds, you notice this beautiful beam of light begin to shine down towards you.
I've never experienced anything like that before.
Oh my god.
Really relaxed and at ease.
So I was like,
oh my god, you've just never experienced double penetration before. Just get on with it and you'll see it again. Holy shit.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna try this crystal thing while we get the rest of this going.
Incredibly uncomfortable pretty much the entire time. Like, I was like itchy and my foot was twitching.
Maybe it's wishful thinking, but it felt like she was pulling some of my pain out of my stomach.
How does your pain feel?
Yeah,
I don't have any right now. Maybe it's a placebo effect. Maybe it's the meditation, but going into this, like, I have felt like shit all day. Like, my stomach hurt really bad.
You got to lay down and chill out while somebody, like, soothed you with their voice. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got base hypnotism and some minor massage and convinced yourself that it's a fucking healing miracle.
Yeah, honestly,
I think I could perform these healing miracles.
no, at this point, all she needs is one of those like cheap sharper image like rotation machines that you put on your lower back in a foot bath, and all she has to do is watch some of my older videos, and she'll be like, I really didn't have any pain, and now I just really want to fly out to New Hampshire and just fuck this guy. And you know, I mean, I'm seeing that as like, so I'm starting to see my own future here. I actually, you know,
business model.
No, it was kind of like last week. No, last week the oversubbed we featured last week ended up being kind of entertaining. This one, I kind of see it as a way for well, for men to figure out how to pick up lonely, vapid bitches, because they'll apparently go for literally fucking anything.
Yeah,
but
all
hey,
you gotta do is walk in there and go, "What up? I would anger your dad if he was still alive and cared about you." And then just fall on your dick. It's great.
Ooh.
Listen, hey, listen, ladies. I am the guy who went and got your dad's cigarettes. I have them in my pocket, and I've got a bunch of healing crystals and a big wine glass that I can make you feel good with.
Moving on to... Let's get to super chats over here.
Okay, but no. Let's finalize this. Yeah. So boldly, listen, ladies, and gentlemen, if you've got ladies in your lives, this is the internet. That doesn't happen.
Keep them in a room tied up.
If you got that going on, and you catch your lady looking at boldly, don't tell her not to watch it by all means, but sit down and make the obvious fun of it that you see coming out of it, because really,
get a crystal dildo. Seriously.
Yeah.
There you go.
Crystal dildos. They're chakra aligning, color coded, gem containing crystal dildos. Get them and fuck yourself into being energetically balanced again.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or just or just bring a girl back home from the bar, fuck her in front of your girlfriend with one of those things, and then ask her how interested she is in you really getting into chakra aligning.
So, Chatmort says, if they're this naive, surely they could be convinced that scissor ink would cure all of their ailments. Ooh.
I'm willing to find out. Let's try.
That was good. Red Royals, as someone who has dealt with chronic pain for years, fuck their crystals and give me the pain meds. Hey.
Yeah, fuck yes. That's why this is ridiculous. Chronic pain fucking sucks, and these bitches need to fuck off.
Erudite Fuzz, I'm gonna buy a bunch of crystals, program them with Cannibal Corpse records, resell them as peace stones, and watch them decapitate themselves then. Yeah!
Fucking spat out my goddamn whiskey all over the keyboard. That's great.
Oh, man. Spectacular Wanderer, we know what Dick Doodle was for. Aquabi, y'all! That's right. It's for the gays in the sky. Devil King 1994, these chicks must be really easy fucks. I don't think nothing about them looks easy to me, but I get what you're saying. Let's see over here on Streamlabs.
All it takes is the right words at the right time.
True that. True that.
And that's why it sucks that a generation of women who've been expected to have men treat them like goddesses all the time are constantly surprised when men just want to say the right things to fuck them. Oh, dear ladies, it's almost as though you have to be your own people. Sorry.
So, Devil King 1994. Devil King 1994 says, "When you want to make a white ethno state, but the Moon Jews keep making biological weapons. Hashtag feels bad, man. Hashtag Discord." Oh boy, they're carrying their Discord madness over onto the Streamlabs. It's ridiculous.
That's fine.
Yeah. Let's switch over and chat for a minute before we move on to our cringe. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. And I also
I hope my bladder can hold up.
Shit. If you gotta pee, go pee, man. It's all good.
Oh, yeah, it is. There's a bucket right in front of me. I'm just not sure if I'll need to mute the mic or not first.
Oh, ask Jeff about how to deal with the bucket. He'll tell you all about it.
I've got a bucket too, but I also, because it's getting cold in this garage now, I also have a heater underneath my table, so I'm worried I'll miss, and I'll piss into the heater, and I'll electrocute myself through my fucking pee stream.
See, I just went ahead and cut the end off at the top of a Coke bottle, and then attached it to some surgical tubing, so the tubing just runs down my leg. And I have the cup in place, so I just have to go and it runs right into the thing.
You just gotta, telling us you've given yourself a catheter.
Yeah.
But without sticking it in my dick, because instead I put it in the end of a Coke
for
that sits out there.
fuck's sake, Beardy. I mean, either go all the way or not at all.
No, I'm not putting things in my dick. My dick goes in things. There's a specific order to how this works. The dick goes in the thing does not go in the dick, or you have a fucking problem.
This is why you'll never be a doctor. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta find the time code for this really fast. Oh boy. Oh god, I think I already did find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
So this week's, I'm gonna set this up. Jeff will introduce it, but I'm gonna set it up. This week's, it's not even a double barrel cringe. This is a 50 caliber cringe. And it happened live with our buddy Jeff, and this is somebody who used to be celebrated as a free speech hero, but as so many other people that you celebrate when you don't take the time to figure out what they're about, well, you suddenly figure out that they're fucking scumbags.
Yep. That's what I found out. I had to endure this, and I pretty much got drunk every day since then because it kind of fucked me up a little bit. But let's revisit it, shall we? We're talking about my talk.
I'll get drunk with you in the future on this, Jeff.
Yeah, we're talking about my live stream that I had with Mr. Pedophiles Deserve Compassion Ye, and this is probably one of the worst parts of it. But the whole thing was bad. So
you guys haven't done anything wrong, you know, for having the same sexual attraction to males.
So why not pedophiles and albinos? Why not pedophiles and fuck, man, I don't know, blondes?
Because the analogy between, like, you know, LGBT and like black people is it's much more prevalent in the sense that like it makes more sense because it's kind of like we have this hostility towards them right now. But hopefully you can work towards ending that hostility. A hostility that is bred out of no good reason. Absolutely no good reason.
Did you just compare pedophiles to black people?
In terms of their type of discrimination, yeah.
Ooh. During this stream, Amos was very desperately trying to convey how we need to have more compassion for pedophiles, but not just pedophiles, people who do actively have sex with children, and he, in his desperate bid to try and make it a rational, logical case, he first correlated pedophiles with the LGBT movement, which is something very similar to specific religious-minded people have said before. Not all religious people, of course, hashtag not at all. But then he, on stream, legit compared pedophilia's the oppression in society of pedophiles to the oppression in society of black people. I almost cringed into another dimension when that happened. That is my cringe of the week.
Now, I will say from my part, Jeff, you have an extraordinary amount of patience with people, which I don't share.
Sometimes.
Which I don't share. I do not share it. But this is one of the things, and I was in a conversation earlier, and I mean, you go back a year from now, Amos Yee was like a hero.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's bashing Islam and facing jail time and all this shit. Here's the thing. Just as we're going into the Kilroy event, as we are, and we're trying to defend free speech, it is very important to actually, like, kind of understand exactly what people and speech are defending, because this has happened multiple times in this YouTube community, which Jeff and I, I mean, I was defending the notion before, then Jeff defended the notion before, but I think we're both pretty much out of it. Truth be told, one of the biggest problems facing YouTubers is that they don't take their fucking time to make sure that the people that they're defending, or the points that they're supporting, or the actions they're taking are necessarily a good idea. And
That's
how
right.
Does that work out?
That's
yeah. And how does that work out? Yeah, because let's consider over the last year the sheer number of YouTube fights, the big blowouts, the arguments, all of the drama that everyone focuses on, but claims they just don't like. How much of that has actually spawned? Yeah, and how much of that has spawned actually, though? I mean, from Crouton T to Andy Worski to even Jeff Holiday. How much of it has been spawned from moving too quick on an idea, wanting to support a person because of their idea, but before understanding what they represent, and moreover, the eagerness with which YouTubers get into fights. They want to take up an issue and, oh my god, I can't fucking wait to get into this issue and make a video on it. I don't even know all the specifics of it. I'm gonna make a video. If you're out there, and this goes for you as the audience too, right? Like you have an issue, a question in front of you. Do not rush to fucking judgment.
Yep.
Because
be careful who you vet.
Yeah. If you're the kind of person, if you're just a believer, the kind of person who is a supporter of things, you can get away quietly with, saying you were misled and you didn't want to do that. If you're going to go on YouTube though, and there's a number of you I know who want to start YouTube channels and do this, do not be the person who is so eager to jump on the fucking hot train that you fuck yourself into a corner you cannot get out of by talking to a person who is irredeemable.
Yeah.
Allow me to offer a brief philosophical point, perhaps, and a perspective that might help on this. I myself have adapted this for many years, and pretty much every Canadian can relate to this, but I'm pretty sure it's a new idea for much of the United States and the rest of the world. But frankly, rushing things makes for mistakes. So when you are considering what rush you allow in your life, do not allow any rushing whatsoever, unless that rush is led by Geddy Lee. Otherwise, it's not a rush worth having.
In my opinion, it still isn't, but...
Oh, you bastard.
Fuck Canada. Fuck Canada. Yeah, on behalf of all of America, fuck you, Canada. You could have been America, but you fucked that up, didn't you?
Hey, no, they didn't fuck it up. They were intelligent about it. Here, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a wonderful story about Canada's independence that will perhaps shed a light on things. Now, Canada has always been kind of a pussy.
Unless it ends in Karen Strawn leading an army to the banks of the Atlantic.
You know what? I will find a way to incorporate it. So one day in Ontario, a bunch of people decided to say, fuck it. Canada should be Canada instead of owned by the British. And so they all got together in this one bar in Ontario where Karen Strawn was sitting there eagerly with a giant army. And they were going to go ahead and have their talks, and they had planned to everyone they were going to have a big, giant brawl and fight off every British loyalist. So Karen Strawn decided she would show up with this army to try and win the fight. But unfortunately, Canadians gathered present decided through gentle conversation that they would separate, and the British, so terrified of the violent revolts of the Americans, expecting that a second time, having already lost to the fucking French, in the case of the Americas, decided to say fuck it and just handed it over. And without so much as an argument, the Confederacy of Canada was signed in a bar, and as Karen Strawn left with her army to gaze listlessly upon the oceans, waiting for battles that would never come, I showed up fucking late and got arrested as the only person coming to start a fight. And it was fucking stupid. Canada's full of pain.
By the way, Yeah. By the way, I for all of you 380 who are still watching, that will forever now be the official story of the founding of Canada. If anything else passes
in history books, it's there.
I know, and if anything else passes in schools for the founding history of Canada, I want you to contact Jordan Peterson directly to remind him that sometimes it's worth sacrificing your speaking fee to speak about a true and honest matter. And in terms of the founding of Canada, I think this is it.
So the problem is that Canada is so cucked by the United States that they believed that no person who had colonized or settled in Canada could be a badass. So in all the history books, it says that the man arrested was just an American mercenary. No, it was me.
You sent us? Yes,
I was except to show up.
Except what have you sent us? You've sent us Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, the entire Kids in the Hall set. None of that exceptionally inspires a notion of conquering Devourer of Worlds. So I will say your exports maybe were to blame for the fact that your country looks weak.
I blame Trudeau Sr. for Canada looking weak when he decided that martial law was always needed to slap the Quebec motherfuckers back into place during the 80s instead of actually declaring fucking martial violence and shooting some dumb fucks. And then he had to go ahead and nimby-pimby around it and leave the world to having his son in power doing some other dumb fucking shit. It's all crap, and it's all Trudeau's dad's fault, not mine. I definitely had nothing to do with this. This is not my fault. Don't look into it any further.
All right, so over here, we're going to start winding down a little bit. Serena Cucci, Alex Jones. Alex Jones here. As you know, we have the finest in nutraceuticals. Today we have a deal for you. It's a freaking 9-pound, 20-inch long fluorite phallus. Just jam it up there and it'll cure all your pain, just like whiskey. That's pretty good. Gonzo Duke. Gonzo Duke, hey lady. Oh, hey lady, you call him Dr. Jones. That's a very racist joke towards Amos either. Big Assassin 80 for walking away from one of your streams, Jeff. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, look, you know what? Real quick, before I keep going with these, I want to say something. I do tackle sometimes really hard topics on my channel. From child predation and pedophile acceptance, which is a very weird thing, to depression, things like that. One of the things that means the world to me, and it happened again, just, you know, on, it was, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday that I did that interview? And one of the things that means the world to me is when people write me and share such raw, naked, amazing stories. They're amazing, not in an amazingly good way, but in an amazingly heartfelt and open and honest manner. They share with me the horrible things that have been done with them, because they resonate with the thing that I'm talking about.
Dear Jeff Holiday, I wish for you to understand that I have had a most trying issue with a recent lover of mine. She turned from me and looked listfully into the eyes of my brother. And then I knew that they had turned upon me both, and would see to my end, slaughtering with nothing less than the cruelest of poisons. No, I'm sorry, I get you. I actually had a very similar reaction to the Remembrance Day thing I did. It's fucking touching.
It is, it's touching. It means
so
the world
wonderful.
to me. It means the world to me, and I cannot, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough when you share something like that with me. It is incredible. So thank you. Manuel says, I love that you know what sounding is, Jeff. I'm really into BDSM and been sounded by an electrostim electro-urethral sound many times. I do know what sounding is.
You don't put it in the D. The D goes in the thing, not the thing in the D.
Yeah, but you can. I've watched somebody get sounded.
Just because you can does not mean you should.
Gonzo Duke, Jordan Peterson is the savior of the West, if you say so. Alex Blackfoot, and Russell Crowe jumped to his death. # finally. Yeah, I'm glad you made it through it, dude. Congrats for surviving Les Miserables. Let's see.
Shall we move on to the worst part of what's coming?
Hang on. Devil King, Beard's right. If you try and put something up my dick, I'll force it up your ass. # fuck that shit. All right. So what's up, Nick?
Oh, well, so wait, actually, we've already made it through the cringe, haven't we?
Yeah, we're done, man. We're done. That's it.
Oh my god, we're done. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna round this out, and I'm gonna hand it off to Beardy when we're Brady when we're done. But so We have been your YouTube Saints for this week. It's Sunday. You've made it through. Congratulations. Some of you have even thrown us money. It's wonderful. We got a barbarian here, so we'll let him take it out, because the worst thing he can do is make Vikings look good.
That is terribly true. Well, I guess in the classical traditional fashion, good evening, my many manly and monstrous men and beautiful beardettes, and thank you for joining us this evening for the YouTube Saints. I can't believe that these dumb fuckers were stupid enough to invite me on, but I have been grateful for the opportunity, and I'm so glad that all of you have stuck with us through this, masturbating start to finish, because frankly, what is a wank without 2 hours of these assholes? So thank you all for coming. I hope you've gone ahead and checked out my channel, maybe hit subscribe. I don't know after that dating video. We'll see.
All right, that's enough out of you. All right, we're going to round this out now. Yeah, listen, go and check out Beardbarian here.
Check out Tonka Saw. Catch us Wednesday, not Thursday. Wednesday on our Twitch midweek show. We're doing it Wednesday instead of Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna move it to an actual midweek point. Long and short, go and check out Beardbarian here. His channel is entertaining as fuck. Our undersubbed of the week is just too good to pass up. Go and check them out. The oversubbed of the week, do not even, I mean, if you go to their channel, just say why, nothing more, just why, question mark. And
why?
In the meantime, you know what, we're gonna need y'all to like stroke yet hold your ejaculations until next Wednesday, because we're moving up to Wednesday. It's going to be a proper mid-week thing.
But for only that day. Only that day.
Yeah, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And in the meantime, though, this has been a wonderful show. You have been a wonderful audience. This is your YouTube Saints signing off. Fuck off. Goodbye, Sunday. Fuck you, Monday. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.